Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Shakti Tarot. I am your guide, your reader, and your friend, Anjani. Here will be today's topic is 1 month into the future. What this month of July brings for all of us. As you can see, there are 3 piles, and I also do have a few general messages for the collective. Let's look at them. Okay, I got a new romantic cycle begins, working through your fear, and luck is on your side. I hope they're visible. There we go. There we go. Okay, one thing I can say for the collective is this month of July is going to be very abundant and lucky for all of us. Okay, all of us, if you've been planning on starting something new, this would be the perfect time to do so. Okay, if you are already in a romantic relationship, maybe this month marks something new there. Maybe you've been seeking commitment from the person, that commitment's coming your way. If you have been waiting for the right person, that person's on its way as well. And if you've been happy where you are, if you're with the person of your dreams, this person is going to add extra romance this month. And last message for the collective would be that we have to work through our fears. The fear in our life no longer serves us, right? See, in life often we forget that we are always where we need to be. We're never in the wrong path, we're never in places where we do not belong. Okay, even you clicking on this video, you are in the right place. Okay, so work through your fears. Never feel like you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. We are always in the right situation, and when God, universe or the spirit has guided you towards a situation, a place, or a person, there is a reason. There's no need for us to fear unnecessarily and sabotage connections, right? Now, if you've already picked your piles, the timestamps are in the comment section and the description box. And if you'd like to buy a reading, you can reach out on my Instagram or my coffee. And if you'd like to support me, you can buy me a tip or a coffee on the link in the description, and you can also PayPal me. And as for those who've not decided their piles yet, I'll show them to you up close. For pile 1, you've got the card Communication is Key, New Moon in Gemini. For pile 2, you've got the card What Do You Need to Release, a Warning Moon. Beautiful. For pile 3, you've got Confidence is Your Key to Success, New Moon in Leo. These are the piles, my beautiful, beautiful viewers. Pick whatever you feel drawn to, and if you cannot pick yet, let me help you with that as well. For pile 1, anyone who was born from the 1st to the 10th of any month, you can pick your pile 1. If you were born from the 11th to the 20th of any month, this is your pile. If you were born from the 21st to the 31st of any month, this is your pile. And thank you so much for all the shared time and beautiful messages we'll be sharing and receiving. And I'll see you all in your piles. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading, my beautiful pile number 1. If you've picked your pile based on this beautiful card, Communication is Key, or if you were born from the 1st to the 10th of any of the months, this is your reading. Let's find out what this month of July brings to you. We'll be looking at this month in terms of finances, love, health, general, and of course if you have any specific questions, we'll be asking a yes or no in the end. I'll be starting with the traditional deck. Beautiful. Pile number one thing I can tell you is this month you're going to be very vocal about your needs and wants. If you've been someone who's neglected your needs, your wants, your desires, then it's time for you to be open about them. And to your surprise, if you've been suppressing your needs, your wants, and all that because people do not listen, because people do not desire to fulfill them, you'll be more than surprised that even if people do not want to fulfill your desires, the universe is here for you. The universe, your God, your guides, they're always willing to help you out. Right? Beautiful, beautiful. My apologies, I'll move this out of the way. Okay. As I've said, love, finances and career, health, and a general. Okay. And we've got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. One thing I can tell you is this month is going to be ending a lot of the cycles for you. Okay. And if you've been in cycles where you're not comfortable, it can be anything from an extreme where you're with a person that just ends up keep hurting you, and you're in this cycle where you're constantly hurt by this person, yet you keep going back to the person. That is going to come to an end. Or it can be something as mundane as, let's say, your sleep schedule. You haven't been able to commit to a time, and every time you try going to bed early and waking up early, you just can not, right? So such cycles that you've been wanting to change for better, you are doing that this beautiful month of July. Okay, this month you're going to be very emotionally mature. This month you are also going to be very emotionally fulfilled. Okay, one thing I can tell you is you will start realizing that what you seek outside is within. Okay, let's assume that okay. I cannot think of an example at this moment right now. Okay. Let's say, for example, you seek love from the outside. Okay, you hope that someone is going to come into your life and give you the love you deserve. Okay, but this month is going to teach you that the love you seek outside, you're more than capable of giving that to yourself. Okay, this month is of self-love. Okay, you are going to understand that you are more than enough. Okay, what you do for yourself is more than enough. How you support yourself, how you care for yourself, what you do for yourself, that's more than enough. Okay, you don't need someone externally coming in and telling you to do something, okay, and giving you the fulfillment you seek. Okay, this can also spread out to finances. Okay, if you've been waiting for someone to take care of you financially, you're going to realize that you are more than capable. Okay, now there's no need here. Okay, all I see is want. Okay, if you think that you need someone to love you, to feel loved, if you need someone to give you financial support, to feel financially secure, that is going to change. You have to understand that you do not need someone to love you. Okay, you're more than capable of loving yourself. You don't need someone to help you financially. You're more than capable of doing that yourself. But want on the other side, Do you want someone to take care of you, do you want someone to love you? You have to understand those are two different emotions, okay? And that is something I see, okay? But there is a lot of emotional fulfillment I see for you, okay? You're no longer sitting here feeling sorry for yourself, okay? You are recognizing the abundance, the blessings you already have. Moving on to love, career, finances, health, and a general overview of your month. My beautiful, beautiful pile number one. As for love, one thing I can tell you is you will be taken care of, okay? If you are single, let's start with the single Pringles, then we'll go with then we'll go with committed people, okay? And as for the single people, okay, I see someone walking into your life who embodies the vision of a good leader, okay? I in the month of July, there's someone walking into your life who knows how to take control of things, who understands emotions, who is a good leader. You know how good leaders work. They understand people, they listen, they react accordingly. They don't just do whatever they please, okay? There is a balance. They know how to get the work done, but they also know that how to help everyone, okay? They love to grow as a community, okay? And being in a connection with such a person who is so focused on community, love, leadership, you'll be taken care of. Your emotions will matter. You will matter as a person, right? And this person will definitely teach you how to be in love with yourself, okay? If there are parts of you, if there are insecurities you hold, that make you feel like, what, maybe I'm not good enough, what, maybe this is not for me, what, maybe this, maybe that, that feeling is going to go away, okay? It's going to teach you that you are good enough. You're going to realize that you are good enough, okay? This person knows how to make you feel good, okay, in yourself, okay? This person is going to hold up a mirror in front of you and being like, what do you find bad about yourself? What are you insecure about? Tell me. This person is going to get that list from you, okay? Let's assume you're insecure about your weight, okay? This is just an example, lovelies, of course, if you're insecure about your weight, this person's going to sit down and be like, what are you insecure? Do you think you're too, skinny? Do you think you're too, thick? If you're thick, okay, this person could lift you up and be like, see, easy peasy. Do you think if you were too heavy, I couldn't lift you? I can lift you, no props, And like, if others are weak, that's not my problem. If others are weak, that's not my person's problem. You are perfect how you are, okay? And if you're on this, skinnier side of the spectrum, this person could be like, what do you mean you're too skinny? You are perfect the way you are. You have all the right things in all the right places, and do you think I would be with you if there was a part of you I didn't like? This goes out. This is a general, okay? But yes, do you think I would be with you if there was a part of you I did not like? Why do you think you're not good enough for me, And all such things. This person's going to sit down with you and decode your insecurities. This person is going to understand you. It's almost like this person is you, this person is you, but just in a different place, right? Like, this person is a manifestation of you yourself, but in just a different gender, or a different body, basically, right? For the committed people here, if you already have someone in your life, your person, not this laugh, but yes, your person is going to sit down with you. There's going to be a lot of romance going on. This person's going to sit down, and you're going to reignite your romance, basically. If you haven't been able to go on dates, this person is going to plan out the dates. Like, what, let's go here, let's go there. This person is going to take initiative. They're going to take action and be like, it's been a while since we've done that, can we do that, take you out and all that, right? And again, if you're insecure, this person is going to the same thing with the single Pringles, what happened? Sitting down with you and decoding where your insecurity is rooted, understanding why it's there, okay? And working through that accordingly. This person is going to help you rediscover love for yourself, okay? And this is what love is, when loving when you're so in love that loving that person makes you love yourself more, okay? Now let's move on to the career and finances. For the finances, you beautiful, beautiful people, you've got the Temperance. You know what I see? If there was something, even in the career front, okay, if there was something you were unsure of, if you feel that maybe it's going to take some time, maybe you deserve better, but as all the good things in life say, they require time, they require love, they require patience. What you desire will come to you, but all you have to do is wait for it. Are you willing to wait for it? Or would you fold? Would you move on to the second best? But would you truly be happy? That's what this month asks you. Now, this month does say you're going to get. It's not that the journey will be easy, but the destination will certainly be worth it. How many times have you sat there thinking that maybe you should have picked something else, something that may have been difficult in that given moment, but you would have been better in life now? Maybe something in school. Maybe you should have worked a little harder for those grades. Maybe you should have picked the harder stream, the harder subjects. Life would have been better. But are you? You're there even now. There's a choice in front of you. You can definitely go for the easier path, because at the end of the day, it's your life. But would you sit there and regret this moment too? Living with yourself, hating yourself, is difficult. But it's also difficult learning to love yourself. But when you learn to love yourself, it's going to get easier. Life is going to be easier. Attracting what you want and deserve is going to be easier. Like how every tree has a root. Like how every tree has a fruit, like how every tree has a flower, like how every tree has its own path of blossoming and blooming. You do too. And how your tree grows, how the root flows, how the fruit grows, how the leaf shows. Each of them have its own rhythm, have its own purpose. And so does your life. And like how everything is connected to the root, how the root attracts, how the root grows, how the root welcomes energy, and so the tree grows. I think I'm becoming a poet as the time goes, but that's just how the universe speaks to you at the moment. So we'll let it happen. We'll let the beautiful messages flow. But how I read for you, that's how I learn as well. Right? So you know how, what kind of a fruit the tree grows would definitely rely on the genetics of the tree. But you know what else it relies on? The nutrients, the environment the tree grows in, how the roots grow. So for all of you to grow, let's assume you're the tree. You know, for that flower, how it blooms, how the seed falls to procreate, how the leaves grow, how they fall, how the fruit tastes. All of this goes down to the root, to who you are at the core. So if you nourish that, all of the other aspects of your life is going to flow as well. Okay, so for your career and finances, you are being drawn, required to take care of yourself from within. If you take care of yourself from within, your outside will be taken care of. As for your health, my beautiful, beautiful pile number 1, you're going to be fine. Your health this month seems fine. It feels steady, and it's not going to get worse. I can assure you that, but it's definitely going to get better. That's a little short on the health front, but as for the general, you're going to be very, very, very happy. Emotionally as well, you know. Take this month as a inner child month, if you will, you know. Give love to yourself, to your body, to the temple you call a body, to the deity of a soul that stays within. My beautiful pile number 1, learn to give yourself the love you give out to others so freely, and everything will work out for you, trust me. You can find it on my Instagram. I've got countless of reviews. You can trust me. You're going to be very happy this month, okay? You're going to realize how blessed you always were. The lack that was around you was something you had built for yourself, not something the universe had given to you. One thing that does stand out to me though is communication, your throat chakra. You know, work through any trauma, any throat related issues that you may be dealing with from the past. Okay, if you haven't been able to speak up as much, it's time for you to do so, my beautiful pile number 1. Okay, now Ask any question your heart desires, and I'll tell you whether it's a yes or a no. Breathe in and out. Universe, what is the answer to my pile number one's question here? I see. Thank you. Okay. One thing that came through was that you'll be okay. You don't have to worry about anything, okay? You'll be taken care of, and everything else in your life will work out, okay? Just give it time. Just give yourself love. That's all I had for you, my beautiful pile number one. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time, space, and energy. I hope your reading resonated. If it did, do share in the comment section. I love reading your comments. And if you'd like to support me, my Coffee and PayPal links are down in the description. And you can check out my Instagram as well. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number two. If you've picked your pile based on this beautiful card, what do you need to release? Or if your birthday lies on the 11th to the 20th of any month, this reading is for you. And in this reading, we're going to find out what this month feels like for you in terms of love, career, and finance, health, and the general, and anything else, the universe wants to talk to you about. In general, one thing I can tell you is this month is going to be for you to release things, okay? For you to realize that what what do you truly want, what works for you, what doesn't, right? One second. you know okay, I think I recently gave this example as well, what do I think? Okay, let's assume that I'm holding on to this deck. Okay, one second, I'll shuffle first, get two more cards. This is health, this is general. Okay, this is the bottom of the deck for you. Okay, let's assume that I want to read from a different deck, okay, but I already have this in my hand. Do you think I'd be able to catch, let alone shuffle from another deck? No, right? Because my hands are already full. So for me to get what I want, I first have to put this down, right? Similarly, in life, when for you to attract the things you want and desire in life, you first have to let go of things that do not serve you anymore. Okay. Some of you need to drink water, certainly. But just give me a second. I need it too. Okay, but like my beautiful pile number two, this month seems like you are letting go. Okay, clearing out that which does not serve you. Okay, making space for the beautiful abundance, for the beautiful joy, blessings that are worthy of being in your life, Okay, but in general, this month seems like you're going to be blessed in certain way where you can share your blessings, I think that is the purest form of abundance, when you can share that with the people you care about, right? With the people who need it as well. So universe, God, whoever you believe in, is giving you what feels like so much abundance that you can share it with the people you care about. Okay, on the love front, for those single Pringles out there, I'm going to talk about taken people in a minute, but for the single Pringles, you are moving forward. Okay, you are, if you've been waiting for the person that you know is not going to commit, if you've been waiting for the person that is only giving you pain, you are moving on. Okay, there's a new sun in the horizon. So if you were waiting for someone to commit, this is your sign that someone much better is coming your way. Like, imagine, okay, what example do I give you? uh, okay. um, my apologies, I'm a little sleepy today. um, this reading, for example, okay, you had three choices. Okay, you had pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. What did you pick? The one you were drawn to, or the one that had your birthday, right? Similarly, and this pile is for you because of that, right? But there were three piles out there, right? So similarly in love, there were three piles, there were how many options, I don't know, out there for you, but you picked the one that was meant for you. Right now, if you go listen to the other piles, there may be a possibility that it may not resonate as much, right? Similarly, you can definitely go for this person, but there's a possibility that this person does not align with your values, your future as much as the person who's coming towards you may, right? So, yes, you are moving on to better things in love front. Okay, you are no longer waiting for someone to show up. You see, even if you're waiting for closure, why did this person leave me? Am I not good enough? Blah 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 blah. Do you think someone who didn't think twice before leaving you deserves that kind of control over you? Do you think that person deserves so much control that they decide when you can move on or not? Of course not. You deserve better. Okay? And that better is coming towards you. Okay? You beautiful, beautiful person. You're beautiful inside out, and you deserve someone who sees that as well. Okay? So, July seems like the month that this person is making space for themselves. Your future person that is going to love you in ways you deserve. That person is making space for themselves in your life. Okay, for those taken beautiful souls, this month seems like if there's been a little unnecessary drama, it can be an argument. If that's been the case, that you're moving away from that problem. Okay, if there's been drama involved, if there were unnecessary arguments, if you had a lot of miscommunications, you are moving past that towards a much more happier, better future for yourself and your partner. Okay, now in terms of love for you, this month seems more of a clearing, but you know how, for me to lay out this beautiful spread, I had to take out the cards that were not meant for this reading, right? So seems like the universe is taking out the people, the places, you know, the memories, the energies that do not resonate with you and your future, which I love for you. Now, for finances and career, the magician, you have all the tools you need at your disposal to be who you want to be this month. Okay, if you've been seeking for a career change, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a business opportunity, if you're wanting to start a business, or if things have been slow for you and you seek a little change, you seek for things to be better, this is your sign. The universe is going to provide you with what you want this month. Okay, and I mean the coming month, of course. You beautiful soul. um, but yes, whatever you want, you will have this month. Let's assume if I was pile number 2 and I wanted 100, let's say 10k views on this video, I'm going to get it because I'm pile number 2 and universe loves providing for me, right? So you, my pile number 2, need to keep that in mind, that the universe, God, loves providing for you. If there's something you desire, the universe takes pleasure in giving that to you. Have you ever loved someone so much that you just want to fulfill their desires, their needs, regardless of what they ask? The same thing with universe and you. They want to provide for you. All you have to do is ask, have that desire, and they shall give. As for health, you beautiful soul, this month feels like the focus is heavily on your mental health and your mental well-being. It's time for you to meditate, motivate yourself, because I've said it before, okay? And now, to ensure that a tree grows well, you always have to nourish the roots, right? The roots. Give it good nourishment, give it all the nutrients it needs right from the root. You don't go out there sprinkling it on every leaf, every branch, right? Nourish yourself from within and your outside will glow. Okay, this month's focus is on mental clarity and your motivation. Motivate yourself to become better, motivate yourself to do better. Okay, but at the same time, do it from a place of love. Okay, and this month there is an emphasis on you being very rigid with your boundaries. Okay, I've done this personally as well. Okay, to make space, to accommodate the needs and wants of my family, what I used to do was shift my times. Okay, and people who have recently witnessed the late streams would know. I know my family is going to be there and I don't want them to be disturbed, so what I do is I wait for them wait for a time where they wouldn't be disturbed, I wouldn't be disturbed, to the point where I'm recording this literally at 4:30 in the morning, right? And it is definitely going to take a toll on my health, and I'm trying to fix that. But if I was rigid in my boundary and I did it when it felt right for me, I would be in a better place, right? No guilt on not being able to do something for myself. That is what the universe wants you to know. Okay, sometimes it's important to be rigid for you. Okay, when you're rigid with your boundaries, the people who understand that boundaries are boundaries are not meant to hurt the other person. It is an attempt we make to keep that person in our life. Okay, now if I didn't have any boundaries, if I didn't be like, what, everyone, I'll have to end the live stream here, what, everyone, I'll have to close the freak you here, it is an attempt for me to not be burnt out, so that I can show up the next stream with just as much love. If I'm burnt out, I'm going to dread coming live, right? It's doing no one any favors. If I want to continue this relationship, I'm going to have to set boundaries and I'm going to have to work through them and enforce them, right? It is my attempt to keep our connection a little more long term, right? Similarly, you establishing boundaries and being rigid with them is not your attempt to push someone away. Okay, it's your subconscious attempt to keep them in your life for longer. Don't let guilt come in between. Okay, now let's look at the general vibe for this month. A major arcana, the major trend for this month would be you being alone in the best way possible. Okay, you being your own best friend. um, you know what this month feels like? In general, you are finding the friend you've always seeked in yourself. Sometimes we always sit there and be like, I wish I had a friend who was with me through thick and thin, who's seen every part of me, who's seen every aspect of me, who knows me inside out. Is that not true for you? Do you not know yourself inside out? Do you not know everything about yourself? Or have you not been with yourself all your life? You have. It's literally impossible for you to leave yourself alone. Then why do you fear so much? Why do you seek that company outside? Once you're secure within, you'll be secure outside. And that's the theme for your this month, your coming month, okay? It's about you finding that what you seek outside was yourself all the time. How as kids we hope that we have a savior who's going to give us what we want, who's going to let us experience everything we've always wanted to. And as we become adults, we become that person. We make space for ourselves to experience what we want, how we want it. We are our own saviors. We are our own best friend. We are our best lovers. And I see you making peace with that this month in July. A lot of self love for you, pile number 2, and I'm so happy for that. You are releasing the things that do not belong to you, that do not, you know, resonate with your higher purpose, that do not have any long term future with you, to make place for things that are meant for you, to make things to make place for the things that are here for the long term, right? Now, my beautiful pile number 2, ask any question your heart desires and I'll answer with a yes or no. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, ask your question. Universe, what is the answer for my beautiful pile number 2's question? Okay, no, I see. You know what? It's not just a straight off no. Okay, universe is telling you that if universe was to see, universe as in God, whatever title that works for you, if something's meant for you, if something belongs to you, the universe could never take that away from you. Or whatever's been taken away from you, it's only because it does not serve you how you think it does. Okay, for example, now I took those cards away, right, so that I could ask you a yes or no question. Now if those cards were here, the cards energy would definitely reflect on the pendulum, right? And the messages I would pick up from the pendulum would be different because the card's energy would be hampering with it, right? Tampering with it. So some things need to be taken out of your life to make spaces for the things that work for you. Okay, that's all I had for you, my beautiful, beautiful pile number 2. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time, space, and energy. I hope it resonated, and I hope I'm given the honor to read for you again. And if you enjoy what I do and you'd like to support me, my Coffee and PayPal links are down in the description, and you can also check out my Instagram page if monetarily supporting me is not on the cards right now for you. And I'll see you all in next time. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful pile number 3. If you picked this reading based on this card, confidence is your key to success, or your birthday falls on the 21st to 31st of any month, this is your reading and what the upcoming month looks like for you in terms of love, career, and finance, health, and general. So the basic energy for your this month would, my beautiful pile number 3 would be, anything you desire is yours. You just need to have the confidence that it is yours. It is in your destiny, okay? Now, one second. Just 2 more cards and let's talk about the general vibe as well. I'll move this here for a second. There we go. There's no space on the camera. No worries. We can always move certain cards. Now, that's at the bottom of the deck. I'm so excited for you this month, my beautiful pile number 3. You beautiful souls. I think you don't say that to yourself enough, so I'll repeat it again. You beautiful soul. You're beautiful and you don't even realize it. Now, confidence is your key to success. Okay. You know, I have an interesting story for you to start off with. Okay, my pile number 3. This happened long ago, and my mom was the one to, tell me this story. There was a child who insisted on, Dad, I want to travel alone, I'm a grown up now. It's just a train journey, it's just a few hours, Now, if I don't do it now, when will I learn, let me do it, I'm a grown up. So the parents came in, they were like, okay, go. They bought the ticket. Now, when the child was leaving, the father gave the child an envelope, The father took the envelope, gave it to the child like that. He was like, son, open this only when you feel scared, okay? Now, the child went on with the journey, okay? Happy, content that he was finally grown up, for a solo journey. Who doesn't want that? Now, as time went on, there were a few passengers that came in. 1, 2, 3. Slowly, there was a scary looking man that entered. The dude sat there. The child was like, you know what, it's okay, not bad, it's just the morning, right? Slowly time went on. It was getting darker outside. It was the night time, and everyone was slowly going to bed. Now, the child tried sleeping. The child slowly tried, tossing, turning, still scared. And the fear only got worse with time. To the point the child was like, you know what? I'm so scared. I might just open the envelope, give in. So the child opened the envelope, and in that letter was in that envelope was a letter. A few simple words, enough to give that child the sleep he was so desiring. The letter said, "Son, I know you're scared, but you know what? You don't have to be. Just as how I know you're scared right now in this moment, I also knew you'd be scared when I was seeing you off at the station. So I'll tell you a little secret. I am right there in that train with you, in the berth next to you. Although you cannot see me, be assured that if you are truly scared, all you have to do is meet me next door. I'm right there, child. There's nothing in the world that can harm you. Your father is right there with you. You're not in this alone. Although you insisted you were a grown up. You know what's funny about this story? I love this story because yeah, that's how we feel, as children of God, as particles of the universe. We always feel like we're grown enough, mature enough to go through life all on our own. And God, universe, being the parent it is, sends us away. You know what, child? Go experience life. Like the grown up you are, like the mature soul you are. Experience life. But we have to remember something, that we're never truly alone. Universe, God, Spirit, Mother is right there. If we ever feel scared, all we have to do is call out to them, and they'll be there. The confidence you have once you realize that is immeasurable. Do you think that child would fear anything that night? Because that child was aware that God was right there, the Father was right there. We need to know that as well, God's right there. Nothing can harm us. And with that confidence comes the strength to do what we so desire to do, just as how that child wanted to sleep. Anything we want to do in life, know that God has you. Have that confidence in God, universe, that they're not going to let anything bad happen to you. I read this quote once, that said, "Move like you know God's got you." So that's what I feel for you this month, pile number 3. You have to move like you know God's got you, right? So let's move on to your more specific questions for this month. Let's start with love here. We've got the beautiful devil. For the single Pringles out there, fair warning that stay away from lusty temptations, okay? A lot of, if there's anyone coming towards you right now, there's a fair possibility they're interested in your physical being, okay? But this month, ooh la la, your physical being, you are going to be one charmer, you're going to move like a swan or whatever. Like even your even your motion like this is going to be attractive, it's going to draw people in. You are going to be freaking tempting to everyone out there, okay? So there's a possibility that people can see you from, lusty eyes, so be wary of that, my beautiful, beautiful file number 3, okay? And but yes, anyone you attract is going to be, but that there's another side of this, okay? The person that you are going to attract is also going to be, someone who is very tempting, someone who is very attractive, charming, and just the pull. It's like the person physically draws you in like that. I just realized the motion. So excuse me, but it's like physically pulling you like that, So be aware. Try getting to know this person as a human first, okay? As a soul first, because although there's temptation, there's lust and all that, this person still has a heart, So if you take this connection from the perspective of love, being like trying to find this person's soul first, understanding the soul, and then moving towards the body, seeing that person as an individual soul. Before you see their body, you're going to find the love you were seeking all this time, okay? Now for the taken people, your bed is going to be on fire. Like, that's the simplest way of putting it, okay? Fertility is going to be very high. The attraction, the physical attraction, is going to be very high as well. So, if you do not want kids, be safe. But yes, there's a lot of, physical attraction, temptation, and lust involved for you this month. So, work accordingly. Okay, as for your finances and career, you are being drawn to be very protective and very assertive, okay? If you want something, you have to go get it, okay? Everyone needs to know that if you want something, you are going to get it, okay? There's no two ways about it. Be assertive and be protective, okay? Not everyone deserves to know everything that's happening in your finances, your career. Keep your money a little protected and a little hidden, because there are a lot of people who love taking advantage of, people's financial positions, and there's also a possibility of evil eye. We don't want that here, Nuh-uh. So yes, be very careful of people around you, especially this month, okay? There's growth for you, there's abundance for you, but you have to remember to keep that to yourself and know who you share it with, okay? Not everyone is worthy of experiencing your abundance. Not everyone's deserving of, feeling all that you have, okay? Not everyone is deserving of the gifts you have to share, okay? Be a little secretive about it, okay? Because it's, your success shows, okay? Success is like a fart. It always comes out. You cannot hide it for too long. It's going to smell at one point. I don't know why I gave that example, but yes. But until then, we don't want these people to, bring your energy down, tell you like, you know what, maybe this is not for you, blah blah blah. We don't want that. Nuh-uh. Don't share your success with them, okay? Not yet. Because these people do not have your best interest in mind, beautiful pile number 3. They do not. Be very, very, very careful, okay? As your sister, as your guide, as your healer, as your reader, my advice, okay, don't share your success with the people, okay? Not everyone around you has your best interest at heart. This month, especially this month, be very careful with who you share what with, okay? because you have something very delicate in hand right now. Okay, it's a beautiful egg that is going to hatch into something beautiful. Okay, but if you share it with someone, there's a possibility that they might break it. Okay, we don't want to take those risks. We don't want that in our energy. We don't want them influencing our success like that, right? So not this month. Okay, now in health, if you've been suffering from a health issue, okay, a health condition, if it doesn't need to be something huge as well. Okay, if it's not something huge, it can be something as small as a cold. Okay, maybe your sleep schedule's a mess. Okay, it's coming to an end very soon. Okay, you are fixing that. Okay, and if you had like a health issue, it's it's coming to an end as well. Okay, the battle is almost over. Okay, and you've won it. Okay, health, otherwise you need to be a little careful of cold, cough. Okay, don't eat too many ice creams. I love ice creams myself, so I feel like I'm betraying myself here when I do that. But no too many ice creams, love. Be a little careful this month. Okay, but health wise, probably the best exercise for you this month is being out in the nature and seeing what beautiful gifts the mother nature has to offer to us. Okay, experience the love of nature out there. Okay, you'll see how truly abundant we are. Okay, but yes, if I haven't said this before in your finance reading, this month you're going to be abundant. Okay, see, you only need to be protective over things that are worth protecting, right? So your finances and your career, you're building something, you're getting something that is worth protecting. That's why I was asking you to be wary. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you, loves. Okay, but yes, you know be a little protective of yourself in general, I would say, in that sense. But yes, go outside, explore Mother Nature, spend some time with a mama out there. You know, you're going to be happy. Your mental health seems to be getting better. If you've been experiencing brain fog, that is going away, which I love for you. Okay, and as for the general, let me move these out of the way for a second. Okay, one thing I would say is you have a lot of options. Okay, to the point, this month you're going to have a lot of options, on what to focus on. It could be, oh my god, I have to focus on my education. Oh my god, I have to focus on my love. Oh my god, I have to focus on my health. Oh my god, I have to focus on my career. Blah blah blah. Okay, there's a lot going on in our life constantly. Okay, and sometimes gaining that balance is difficult. This month is going to be not a lot different on that sense. There's still a lot going on, but you're getting comfortable. Slowly you're finding what works for you, the pace that works for you, right? But I can tell you, this month is going to be a pivot point for all of you. Okay, it's going to change a lot of things in terms of love, in terms of finances especially. Okay, and also health. You're focusing on things that matter to you. Okay, and I do see you being rigid with your boundaries. Okay, no one can just sit there anymore and be like, oh no, this blah blah blah, you're being rigid with the things that matter, which is great. Okay, I envy you for that. But yes, you are being rigid with the things that matter, and you are being very successful. Okay, I see your leadership skills coming out. Okay, like a lot of you are cooperating with your spirit team, the guides and all that, and this month is going to be like you're waiting for change. You are prepared for the change that's going to come up. Okay, I'm not saying the change is coming this month itself, but it's more like like I've booked a cab. Okay, the cab's on the way. I've got everything I need to leave the house, and I'm waiting for the cab to arrive. That's what this month feels like for you. Okay, the change is coming, the relationship is coming, the success is coming, the opportunities are coming. You are waiting for it, you are prepared for it this month. Okay, and it's time for you to celebrate how far you've come. Okay, we forget to celebrate the little things we do. Like for example, me, I started being more, hopefully hopefully being more regular with my readings, my streams. Sometimes I stream even though I know it's late, because I want to be consistent, right? And I need to celebrate that, right? You need to do that as well, my beautiful beautiful pile number 3. It's time for you to ask your question, anything your heart wants to know. Okay, and I'll answer you with a yes or a no. A deep breath in and out. Universe, what is the answer to my pile number 3's question? Thank you. The answer is a yes. Okay, whatever you seek is coming, but it's going to take some time. Okay, whatever you desire is on its way to you. What you seek is seeking you, but it's going to take a little bit of a time. Okay, so that's all I had for you, my beautiful pile number 3. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time, space, and energy. I hope it resonated, and I hope I'm given the honor to read for you again. If you enjoy what I do, you can support me through the links down in the description, through either my coffee or my PayPal, and you could also check out my Instagram for more such readings. And that's all I have for you, pile number 3, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Bye bye.